Hey everybody, my name's Chris and I'm one of the pastors here at Blackhawk, and I'm real happy that I have an opportunity to talk to you guys tonight. So the passage that I'm supposed to be talking about today is a passage found in the book of Revelation, and I'm just going to read a couple of verses from chapter 7. Verse 9 reads like this: "After this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb." Let me just stop for a second. That is just an awesome verse, because that verse tells us that these are the people that this guy who's writing this, he's seeing this vision, and he's kind of seeing into the future, and he's seeing all these people who are going to be, all these people who are saved. And he's saying in that verse that these people, nobody can count them. So it's like, you know, just gazillions, lots and lots of people. And these people are not just like a bunch of white people. They're like from every tribe, nation, and language. And this represents people who are like, you know, going to be saved. And, you know, he is seeing kind of a book of Revelation is like a vision of like what's going to happen in the future. So this is saying that somebody from every, not somebody, but lots of people from every nation, tribe, people, and language. So this verse gives us a picture of what God's desire is and what God's view of the world is. You see, when God thinks of the world that He loves, the world that He sent Jesus to die for, He doesn't think of like, you know, like my world. When I think of like my world, I think of like, you know, I think of like Wisconsin and Madison and like, you know, people that like look like me and that kind of a thing. God thinks of the whole world. You know, here's like the world that God loves the world. He loves everybody in the world. And there's going to be somebody, according to that verse, from every one of these countries, every one of these islands, every one of these language groups, somebody, lots of people there. And he says he can't even count them. And that just blows my mind. So many times we just think of the world as being so small. It's like, and verses like this kind of jolt us and go, oh, no, this is really, the real world is not like the world we think of. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, I had this kind of jolt that not everybody thought like me when I was over in the Middle East in January. And I was on a trip, and I was with a group of people, and we were staying in this hotel. And we were staying in the 1st of February, and it was Super Bowl Sunday. The Super Bowl was going on over here. Packers are playing, and it's like, I just want to like know, you know, what the result was, you know, what was happening. So some friends of mine, we stayed up into the early morning, because over there's a time difference, and so the game was going on over here, but it was like 5 in the morning over there. And we went to the television in this hotel, and they had like gazillion cable stations. We went through, nobody carried the game. We're like, you gotta be kidding me. They even like international CNN, nothing on the game, nothing. We couldn't find any information on it. We knew the game was going on, and we couldn't find the game. We were like, you gotta be kidding me. So like then it got to be like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and so we went out for breakfast, and we went down the street. It's filled with all these shops, lots and lots of people, and we started asking people, what's the score? Who won the game? We didn't have like our phones with us. We couldn't do the Wi-Fi, that kind of thing. We didn't have our phones with us. So it's like, what? We didn't know who. So then we went into these shopkeepers and he said, Super Bowl, what's the score? What's the Nobody knew what we were talking about. Everybody's got to know the Super Bowl. Nobody had any idea. So we ran this one shopkeeper who said, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. You know what a Super Bowl is? And this guy looks at us and goes, Super Bowl. And we say, yes, Super Bowl. This guy gets this bowl. He gives it this bowl. This is a Super Bowl. We're like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like we were in the real world. The real world is not it's not a little small world, Wisconsin, United States. Everybody knows. No, not everybody knows about the Super Bowl. It's a massive world. All kinds of people that have different sports. They're not all white. They speak different languages. They like different things, like different kinds of food. That's the world that God sent His Son to die for. Not my little Wisconsin white world of sports and football and stuff like that. So a verse like that is a cool verse because it kind of jerks us into God's reality. God's reality is that He loves the whole globe, not just a small group of people in Wisconsin. So I love verses like that. So I hope this makes sense to you, and have a good time tonight as you're talking about God's view of the world and who's going to save. He's going to save somebody from every tribe, language, people group. Awesome, awesome stuff. Thanks for letting me talk to you. See ya.